Alright, in this episode of Ozark Angling, as promised, we went to Baldwin Lake, Illinois, do a little bit of catfishing. Didn't get an opportunity to do any white bass fishing because it was just way too windy. You'll see in the video, it is just rough. But we had a great time, caught some nice catfish, one giant flathead, and several blues. Our standard rig was pretty much just a circle hook with about a 14 to 16 inch leader to barrel swivel. We were throwing a 2.5 ounce weight. This is just a 1 ounce weight to our main line, and it worked out really well. The reason you do something like this is you'll cast out into the current. The current there is super heavy coming out of the power plant. You'll cast and your line will drag and bounce, and then it'll get wedged into the rock. The sinker will, and you'll have your bait just twirling around in the current. Well, what happens when a fish grabs it? The line will slide through the weight, and it allows you to still detect the bite. And when that fish grabs it and you set the hook, 9 times out of 10, you're going to pop that weight up off the bottom. It's going to unwedge itself, and you're going to be able to catch the fish without any hassle of having to try and keep your weight down there and not floating way off. So that's how you can do it with a heavier weight. So we had a good time. Watch the video and enjoy. Got our rods and our gear all ready to rock and roll. There's the power plant. Gates locked. We got 7 feet. Well, we made it here.
Read the sign so we know what the limits are.
Daily limits.
So stop here. White bass 17-inch minimum. Hybrid 17-inch minimum. Largemouth 18-inch. 6 per day. Smallmouth 8, 6 per day. Crappie 25, 9-inch minimum. Catfish, don't say nothing about.
Unlimited. So here's the farthest spot that you can go as far as fishing. We were 1.5 miles that way, and about 1.5 miles, 2 miles that way is the power plant. What they have going on here is this little canal to the left over here is where the outflow from the power plant comes in. It creates a current that goes right down this way. All this riprap. We got about 30-mile-an-hour winds today blowing at us, and it's been tough fishing. But the water coming out of there is well over 100 degrees way up there, but it cools off as it comes down. It enters right about here. I'd say it's about 65 to 70 degrees right now when it hits right here. And with all this wind chopping it up, it's cooling it off. It's making it really hard to fish. We're still giving it a shot. We're going to see if we can't catch at least one catfish today. May or may not, with it being so windy, but you make the best out of what you got and you do what you can. We're fishing about 100 yards down from the mouth because the current right here is very, very strong, and you'd have to have a 10-pound weight just to hold it down. Looks like Bob picked up my rod, might be getting bit on. Let's head down here and see what he's doing. Alright, fish. Monster, but looks like a good old blue. There's some dinner for the night. That'll flay up. All right. So Bob, what we got there? Catfish on bluegill, a little blue cat. First fish of the day. one. Bob, reel this one in. Alright. I don't know if I'm on top. Alright, I'm under. Alright. This is a big one. He's going upstream like it's nothing. Oh, there he goes. I wonder if this is the one that broke my line earlier. Hey, put my bibs on, it'll keep you dry. There's a big flat spot down there. You want me to land them on that?
See how big he is?
I bet you he's every bit of 20 pounds. Alright, we can stay here and fish.
Be careful, it's real shallow out there. Don't let him catch
But no, he's taking drag. It's not like I'm giving him an option. I think he's got me hung up. He's got me hung up on something. There it goes, it broke free. It came free. He had me hung up on something right there.
Be careful.
Yeah, well,
Start trying to
I'm
get
back in my drag off.
force him a little bit if you're there.
Well, with that 2.5 ounce weight,
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep my rod tip up.
Big flat.
I'm gonna try and get him on the next wave. I'm gonna time it for this big, see this big wave coming in? I'm gonna try and time it so it'll wash him up to us. Hold on. 3. Here we go. Ugh. Watch out. Alright, there you go. There we go. Ugh. Now there is a keeper.
That's why we come over here and go catfish.
Well, guys, finally got a decent fish. Bob got a 2-pounder a few minutes ago, and got ourselves, what do you say, about 10 pounds, maybe
10,
12.
15.
So today's getting better. Battery's full, and it's a good way to start the day. Been here for about an hour. It's been a slow hour. But we're gonna get a line back in the water and see if we can't catch some more. It's windy. You can make a Mountain Dew bottle. How? Without even doing it. We just got a little one. Hey Bob, you're going. That's not me either. He's there. Bob's got one hooked up. What we got here? It looks like a 2-pound, maybe 3-pound blue. Another little blue. Alright. There we go. Alright. Got that one with the catfish, didn't you? Alright. That's a nice little 3-pound blue. Bob. There he goes. Oh, you lost him. Oh, he's still. Oh. Keep fighting him, Bob. Don't give up. I came out, did a little bit of fishing, but the wind's just getting too heavy. I mean, it was okay when it was 20 miles an hour. Now it's a constant 30, 35. We caught 3 nice fish, enough to take home and play. We're wrapping up. We're just wrapping up and I hooked into a decent one. Probably 4 or 5 pounds. And that's how you go out on a bang.
For the conditions, we didn't do too bad.
No. So, let's do a recap. So, a recap for the day's fishing. It was windier than all get out. Fishing was tough. But we ended up with how many? 4 nice blues?
4 nice blues and
one big flathead. Caught a bunch of little ones here and there. And then the wind really picked up. I'd say at the past hour it's been a constant 30-mile-an-hour wind. And gusts, I don't know, how much would you say some of those gusts went up to?
Probably 40.
Yeah, I'd say some 40-mile-an-hour gusts. But it turned into a decent day. You know, we spent 6 hours on the water fishing. In conclusion, a good day at Baldwin Lake, Illinois. Got a nice flathead and 4 nice blues. We're gonna play them and have ourselves a fish round. See you guys next time.